Yo, what's up everyone? I hope you're doing well. Today I just saw Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. This is going to be a non-spoiler review, so let's get right to it.
I'll give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time.
Alright, so during Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, our friends Ant-Man and the Wasp find themselves exploring the quantum realm, interacting with strange new creatures, and embarking on a whole new adventure that pushes them beyond the limits of what they ever thought was possible. Let me get this out of the way real quick. I'm going to go from the good to the bad and to the mixed. I think the good here is, of course, Jonathan Majors. Everyone's saying it. Jonathan Majors is our new big bag here as Kang, and he is fantastic. Every time he was on screen, I was loving it. I was so engrossed with what he was saying. I was like ready to join his side. I was ready to join the war with him. He was such a good villain in this movie, and that's the one variant we've seen. If you've read the comics, there's a lot of Kang variants that are out there, and Jonathan Majors he really shows why he's such an up-and-coming actor right now. He's got Magazine Dreams coming out, Creed 3 is coming out in 2 weeks, but this right here, I think this is one of the best villains in the Marvel Universe, and he's only one variant here, because he was just so scary in this movie, and I was worried about Scott. I thought something bad was going to happen to Scott. But another good thing, I gotta say, our main cast here, everyone except Jonathan Majors, has a good performance. Jonathan Majors is more up in the great scale, while Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Catherine Newton, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Michael Douglas, I think they're all in the good scale. I think out of those four, I think Michelle Pfeiffer did the best out of them, but I also think Paul Rudd did pretty good. Catherine Newton did pretty good, but I don't know why it seems so different to me, but I liked her much more in Freaky than here, because I don't think she had much emotion in this movie compared to Freaky when she was like all over the place, but maybe that was a script problem, but she was okay. Evangeline Lilly, I didn't mind her in this. She was actually pretty good. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I didn't like her performance that much, but here she was really good. Michael Douglas was pretty good here, but he didn't get much to do, while Michelle Pfeiffer as Janet Van Dyne got a lot more to do, because this is part of her backstory of her being in the quantum realm. But with all of them, I think they did good. And then we do meet some other characters from the quantum realm. I'm not going to go over them too much, but I thought they were pretty underdeveloped, and I didn't really mind them too much. They were just there. I didn't really care for their characters that much. They weren't really doing anything for me. You'll see them when you watch the movie. They're all like CGI creatures. There's a couple humans, but they're mostly all CGI. And we got Peyton Reed coming back directing this movie. Same with him. I don't see anything really great here, stand outish from him. It's mostly the same. I don't know if the directing level is the greatest, since they're just filming on volume for about 80% of the film. Jeff Loveness wrote the script of this. He's also doing Kang Dynasty. I think it's a mixed script, because I think the comedic moments didn't land for me that much. I think one joke or two jokes maybe landed for me, but his script was much better when he's dealing with the serious moments in Kang. All the lines from Kang I felt were awesome. I don't know if that's the script or that's just Jonathan Majors' interpretation of the script, but I think Jeff Loveness does well in the serious moments rather than the comedic moments. He doesn't really do well in the comedic moments. We have MODOK in the movie, actually. MODOK is in here, and he's basically played by Corey Stoll. I'm not going to go into really what happened with him. I'm just going to go in my simple thoughts on MODOK. I don't know. I'm mixed on MODOK too. I felt like he was okay. He didn't really look that great, considering that the whole CGI didn't look that great, but he was okay. I think that some of his jokes were a little bit funny, but I just didn't really see a point for him to be in the movie, really, so I have mixed feelings about him. I could live without him in the movie, and I just wanted to go out and talk about the CGI in this movie. This is all filmed with the volume and the green screen, and I've got to say it, even though I don't want to, it's not very pleasing to look at a lot of the times. About 75 or 80% of the time, I could tell that they're just standing in front of volume, while when you watch House of the Dragon or something like, I don't know, whatever else use volume, the Batman uses volume, those things right there, you can't really tell that they're standing in front of a volume screen because they know how to use it correctly. Marvel does not know how to use volume correctly, and it shows with this film, and it showed with Thor: Love and Thunder. The visual effects just are not cleaned up enough here, and they don't know how to use volume to make the quantum realm look real. So that's why I felt like it struggled, and that's why I could just see past all the volume. It just wasn't pleasing to look at. They really need to get a handle on this, or they just need to stop going in these alternate dimensions where everything is CG, because you can't, you're in the quantum realm, you have to use volume and CG, but if you can't get it to work, just don't do it. Don't make this story, if you can't make the CG at least believable. Because I was looking at MODOK, and you'll see it when you watch the movie. If you do go see the movie, I do think you all should go see the movie. Make up your own opinion. I wanted to say also that the pacing of this film really did lack in the first quarter of it. I liked the first 15 minutes. Then we got down to the quantum realm. You get to the quantum realm really fast. Most of the first act I did not care for. I hated saying it, but I did not care for most of the first act. But I think that it really picked up. The second act and then the third act was pretty good, but I really did like the second act the most. There's one scene, you actually do see in the trailer, where Scott multiplies. That scene I felt like was the best scene in the movie, and I really did enjoy those scenes. But I think it struggles because some scenes in this movie look so amazing, and then some look just really bad. So I don't know what Peyton Reed is up to while filming the movie, but it's just all over the place for me. I think it's a mixed movie in my opinion, and I think it missed some comedic aspects. Like, we don't have Louise in here from the past, and it kind of, we needed him here. He has some very good comedic moments. We also have Bill Murray here, but he's not really doing much in the movie. That's all I'm going to say. He didn't really do much. It's a non-spoiler review, so I can't really say what's going on. But if you guys want a spoiler review, I will do one, because I do want to go more in depth on the movie and what I didn't like and what I like the most. But that's basically all my non-spoiler thoughts. But I do advise you all to go see the movie, give it a chance. I know the Rotten Tomatoes score is low, but don't let others decide if you like a movie or don't like a movie. I always go see them and decide for myself if I like them, and I think all of you should too. But I'm just going to end it off. After first viewing, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania it's a mixed movie. It's mixed to okay after first viewing, so I'm going to go with a 3 out of 5 for about a 6 out of 10. It could lower after second viewing, but right now I'm going to go a 3 out of 5. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie down below in the comments. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.